birdieing 4 of the last 6. Where does this round, this putting performance, I hate asking where it ranks, but I know it's a good answer.
I'm playing some of the best golf of my career, and today was one of the best rounds I've ever played, and it's the best I've ever putted. I mean, I was seeing the line, the ball was rolling, it just was going in the hole. It was just an incredible day on the greens.
The natural question to ask is the last major championship, the 6th runner-up. That is about as low as I've seen you coming off a golf course, being that close. How do you describe then to now?
Yeah, I have quite a bit different feelings and emotions right now than I did just a month ago. This is just an incredible high, Tom. I didn't know in my career if I would ever develop the game as a complete player to win this championship growing up, not ever playing it. And I can't explain the feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment to win this tournament. Today's round will be one of the most memorable rounds of golf I've ever played.
What will stick out to you in particular? 4 birdies in the last 6 holes on that back 9. What was a turning point there for you in terms of approach, Phil?
Yeah, there wasn't any point where I looked to. It was the whole day. Bones and I just stayed in each shot, and we were trying to give ourselves the best chance as possible. And you need a lot of luck, obviously, to get the ball close. You need to hit great shots, but you have to have the right bounces and so forth. And then when I took advantage of those putts on 13 and 14, I mean, that was just an incredible feeling to make those putts, because you're not going to knock it stiff. You're not going to hit it, have tap-ins. And I just putted amazing today, and I hit it as well as I ever have. I mean, they were just, every shot was right on line.
Want to show you one particular highlight, and that's the final putt, the putt on the 72nd hole here on 18. I know, obviously, at the Scottish Open, it was a 3-putt, well, but take me through what you're feeling here.
I played the maximum break allowable to feed it in just barely. I 3-putted a downhill putt last week, an opportunity to win if I 2-putt, and I just let that ball trickle in over the lip, played the maximum allowable break. It's just right there. It's just an amazing feeling right there. I'll never forget this.
You caddy Jim Mackay in tears there. You've been together so long.
Yeah, I can't explain what it means to have a friend and a partner and a caddy as Bones, and then to have Amy and Amanda, Sophia, Evan here. It just it feels amazing to be able to share this great moment with them, and to have somebody like Bones. I mean, he did such a great job this week managing clubs, and it's, you know, there are 3 different clubs you can hit on every single shot, dependent upon how much you move it into the wind or let it fall with the wind, what have you. And he did a great job all week.
You've talked about times about how difficult it is to try to balance your professional pursuits and your ambition with the importance of being a father. We saw that at the U.S. Open when you flew back for your daughter speaking at your 8th grade graduation. They're all here. How do you balance that out, and then how do you describe a moment when they're all waiting for you off the green as they were today?
We do the best you can, you know. We all want to have I think it's important to feel successful. You want to have a good balance between your family life, your professional life, your career, whatnot, and they've really been supportive. I mean, that moment right there, that's a picture I'll put on the wall, and every time I see it, remember this amazing feeling.
Earlier in the week, you said you had a hate-love relationship with this championship.
And that relationship is minute to minute, because 16 is a great example where I hit a perfect 6-iron in the middle of the green, drawing to the pin as solid as I could, and it ends up rolling back all the way off the green into a very difficult up and down. And at that moment, love was not what I felt. And then you hit 2 great 3-woods that just chase onto the green and end up perfectly and make birdie it, and then I fall back in love with it. So it's a minute-to-minute relationship.
We texted a little bit back and forth after the U.S. Open, and I thought back to a question that I had asked you after the Masters a few years ago about the difference between the great shot and the smart shot, where you had said a lot of times the smart shot is the one you don't have the courage to try. The great shot is the one that you do and you pull off. I think that compels a lot of people to watch you. How much did having to throttle that back to a degree filter into the success here in links golf? Well,
you have to pick your spots, and it's a lot of times dependent upon the pin and the wind, if the wind is helping the ball work towards the hole and whatnot. So there were some shots that I tried. I mean, those 2 shots on 17 were very risky, because I'm taking on the left bunkers. We saw an 87 zinger get into the bunker and have to wedge out and make bogey, and he lost. I had to take on those bunkers. And the worst rough on this course is 30 yards short left of 17 green. So if I hang that to the left and don't chase it on, it goes into the worst rough where I might not have a shot. But I took those 2 shots on and hit them perfectly and walked away with a tap-in birdie. And that birdie was really the one that ended up giving me that final push.
The third leg of the Grand Slam for Phil Mickelson in terms of career perspective, and in his own words, one of the most memorable rounds of his entire career.
And if 6 seconds counted as a win, I'd have all 4 of them.
I'll leave that as the final word.